Okay, I think I got it right. um, this is probably one of my most exciting videos. I'm glad that we are finally here. Like, y'all have no idea. Hey, drop in and tell me what's up, where you from, say hello. This is gonna be an exciting video, y'all. Y'all gonna wanna stick around for this because we finally did a thing. We finally did a thing. And I was gonna do a YouTube video, just regular video with my camera, but sis got things to do today. And sometimes a live is just easier because you literally can just sit and talk in front of the camera and then you can still post that video. So that's what we're doing today. Y'all, I'm so beyond excited. Like, this is so on brand for me. Hey, from Cummings. You close to me. And that's my last name. Well, with an S on it. Hey, Cheryl. Who else we got in here? I'm about to drop something on y'all, okay? Y'all know how I do. I don't even prepare y'all. I literally just think of something and then I do it. Like, that's just how my mind operates. So I'm going to show you guys what I've been working on. And this has literally been a dream of mine since forever. And again, it's so on brand for me because this is at home Makita. So I should have been done this, but it's a whole process and it's still so much work to do. But I thought I would come and show you guys a little bit about what I got. Thank you. I just came from a tennis match, won 6-2, 6-3. Hello. We was not playing with them girls today, okay? And I have another match later. And y'all, I have tennis elbow. Who am I? Like, what's wrong with me? So I really need to be, chilling and not playing tennis, but I can't not play. So anyways, let's go. I was trying to wait for a couple more people to pop in, but I'm just so freaking excited. And I don't know, this is going to be a whole series, by the way. So we're starting a series here on YouTube called, I don't know what it's called yet, actually. But basically what I'm going to be doing on that series is building a home management planner. Hello, again, so on brand, right? Because this is at home Makita. So I'm going to show you today all of the new stuff that I created for this collection. It's going to be a whole vibe. So you're going to be able to build the entire home management planner with me. Okay. We're going to take it slow. So today is going to be all about certain things like the basics and we're going to build this thing every single week on Tuesday. And I'll drop, the new products before Tuesday. So you'll see them throughout the week, so that way you can pick some things up, whatever you want. And then on Tuesday, we'll have a video, assembling the book. I thought that was such a cool concept. And then I think I'm going to try to stay going live on Fridays with new products because I haven't been going live enough. I haven't been sharing with y'all what I've been working on. Sis has been working. It's just that, life. And sometimes I can't do all the things that I want to do. So I got a whole stack of stuff. Again, we're going to build this thing out. Okay. So this is the preliminary stuff. This is the basics. So we're going to go, I think, chapter by chapter, depending on how many inserts are going to be within that section. Because, like, for instance, this is just the basics. So it really only needed a few things. And then we're going to have, some other sections as well, like, your family section, your calendar section. I'll talk you through all of that stuff. And all of that is going to have inserts within those sections. And I may not be able to do that whole section in one video, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's just get right into it because y'all like, sis, let's get on with the show. Okay, so home management book is like so essential. Every household should have some sort of home management binder. And so usually, I just use my planner and I have a home section within my planner for home stuff. But a home management planner is going to encompass a bunch of other things besides that, and some people actually use their home management binder as their entire planner system because you'll be able to have your calendar in there and really you could just use your home management binder as your planner. So we're going to, again, have a ton of things. So right now we have the covers. We have a couple of other things that were already in the shop, like divider dashboards, folders and things like that. And then I'm adding to the collection every week. There'll be new inserts so that eventually at the end of this series, you'll have an entire home management binder. This is called the Home Book. Of course, I didn't just want to name it Home Management Binder. That's boring. So I named it the Home Book. Y'all, let me show you the cover. The cover I chose because there's tons of other covers. This is just the one I chose, and look at how freaking beautiful that is. I decided to go with classic size because y'all know your girl is in half letter with her regular planner, but with this Home Management Binder, it's going to be classic size. And it's in a hardcover. You'll be able to choose either a hardcover or a laminated cover. This planner right here, my regular planner, is a hardcover. As you can see, you see how hard that baby is? Yes. Okay, it's got the book corners. Depending on the size, they'll have these larger book ends or they'll have a smaller book end. But y'all, the quality is definitely on point. Okay, so that's what I use for my regular planner. And so you'll be able to have the option to have a hardcover like this, or you could do a laminated cover. Look, y'all, I'm so speechless because I did it. I did that. I know I did that. Okay. Sometimes I know when I'm that girl. I'm always that girl. But sometimes when I create something, I'm like, you know what? You really did eat with that. As the young ones would say, clock it. Okay. So this is one of those things. But look at the cover. The Home Book. You see that? Okay, okay. Hardcover. Great quality, is gonna last you a long time. The bookends, I chose gold. I'm trying to see how I can add an option for you guys to be able to choose the bookends. So you can choose the gold. I have a rose gold, a bronze, and a silver. So I'll add that to the listing because I understand that some people may not want gold, although I think that gold looks best with these covers because they're, I want to say like 10 different options. There's a bunch of different options. So you don't have to choose this one. I wanted this one because it's so pretty. And eventually I'm going to add some other color options to this. But look, yeah, you have no idea how exciting this is for me because I had this on my planner to-do list since forever. Hey girl, it's me, just 65 pounds lighter, okay? And I'm so glad to finally be doing this. And this will be like our main offer because, you know, again, it's going to be an entire system where you'll be able to have everything all in one system. But just take a gander at the cover though. Like, okay? And again, it's a hardcover. That baby ain't going nowhere, okay? And then this is the back side. So pretty, right? I thought it was just the most gorgeous thing. So it'll be offered in all sizes. So your half letter, your classic size, which is what this is, A5 size, mini size, personal, everything, okay? Because basically it's, again, a system. So you're gonna build it. So you're not gonna purchase it as one big package. You'll get your cover and then you'll get your table of contents pages, and then you'll get your, you'll add all the various pieces based on what you need. Okay, so first and foremost, because again, we're building this baby on camera. So let me lower this so you can see how we building this out. So of course, first you need your cover. All right, and then I chose to go with transparent discs because y'all know my vibes are neutral. Again, we'll add some colorful covers eventually, but right now we're just gonna do the neutral. Boom, discs. And these are 1.50. Eventually we hope to add some expander size discs because we understand that this is a home management binder, so it's gonna get rather large. And these are eventually, it's gonna outgrow these. But this is what we got for now. So I'm gonna go ahead and add these on here. And then we'll start building this thing out. Again, usually on Tuesdays, we're gonna do a full video. So every Tuesday, I'm gonna do a home management system video where we'll continue to build upon this. And as inserts are released, you'll see them in the shop. There'll be an email that goes out, and then also on social media, you'll see that I added new inserts because I kind of want you to get them when you want them. You don't have to wait for Tuesday for the video to go live in order to get the inserts that you want. And I'm going to try to create multiple sections of inserts and not just, one specific section. So that way, you don't have to wait for too long to be building this thing out. You don't have to wait weekly. You can just kind of get what you need when you need it, and it's available to you. So I'm just creating like a mad woman, basically, so I can get this done as soon as possible. So we're going to just add these transparent discs. All right. You see the vibes already? Yeah, you see it. You see it. Okay, so boom, bam, pow. That's done. All right, so now I'm going to show you the options in terms of the the dividers. So there's multiple options, all right? So there's an option for vellum, and there's an option for cardstock, and there's an option for, well, first let me not show you the dividers. I'm going to show you the table of contents, because you need a table of contents in order for you to be able to know what's in each section. So here's how the table of contents looks. It's got the name of the section, of course, at the top, and then the number, and then it's got just a little blurb about what's included in that section. And on the back hand side, there is a notes page. You see how clean and minimal that is? You can add stickers to it, do you? Okay. And that's the back side. So if you want to write some additional notes about your home management system, whatever you want, you have that on the back. And so the table of contents and the dividers are in one set of inserts. So, our inserts usually come in a set of 8. So you'll get the table of contents, which you get a blank one just in case this doesn't cut it for you and you like, sis, those ain't my sections, or you just want to move things around because the numbers here are in a specific order. So you would have to assemble your binder in that order. But let's say you don't want it in that order, then you can write in everything, and then that way you can put it in whatever order you want. Each of them have the backhand side, of course. So these come in a regular planner insert paper, which is what this is, or you can get them in vellum. I'm gonna do mine in vellum, y'all, because I love vellum. Vellum is just so beautiful to me. Okay, this is the vellum. Now the vellum does not have a backhand side like this. So you see how that has the notes on the back? The vellum doesn't have that because we can't do a double-sided print on vellum because it's going to blur into the front side. So it's just a blank backhand side. All right, and so look at how beautiful that vellum is. You know our vellum is sticky thick. And so this is what you would pop in. You can write on this vellum if it comes together. Once again, if you choose the vellum option, you would get these two plus all of the dividers in whatever paper you choose. All right, so there's that. So I'm gonna pop in the vellum that has already pre-written because I'm gonna use my sections just like this. It also comes in polka dot or blank. Don't you love that for you? I love that for you. You know I like options, right? So I'm right now in my non-polka dot phase, but because I printed it in polka dot so I can show you both options, I'm gonna pop in polka dot. But the spine is either our signature polka dot or no dots, no polka dots. And so this is how polka dots look. Okay, so either or. So we just popped in the vellum. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pop this one in too, just in case this is a great use for if you have additional sections. So let's say the 16 that I have here isn't enough for you and you have more sections that you want to include, then you would go ahead and write it in. All right. Oh, polka dot, definitely polka dot for life. And but we love options, right? I mean, options never hurt nobody. Okay, so we got our vellum in there. So now let's talk about the sections and how you can kind of assemble the sections because there's multiple different ways that you can do that, okay? So the sections come in, again, polka dot or blank. This is our regular signature paper. So paper like this, cardstock or vellum, okay? All 3 options. And there's 3 different listings because there was too many variations, so I couldn't put them all in one. So just keep an eye out for that you'll have to navigate, a couple of different listings. One for each of them, the paper, the cardstock, and the vellum. Again, it comes with the table of contents and all of the divider sections. All right. Okay, so we're going to do, I think we're going to stick with vellum because the vellum is just so gorgeous. Let me show you all the sections. I'll show you with the paper because you can see it more clearly. Okay, so you have, and again, this corresponds with your table of contents in the order. You just put them in whatever order, or you can use this page if you don't like this order, you want to make your own order. Okay, so you've got the essentials, which is going to be your first section. All right, then you've got the family, and it's got a little blurb at the bottom again. Don't you love the design of it? I just thought it was just so simple and minimal. Then you have the calendar section. So within the calendar section, and again, we're going to talk through all of these sections on the various different videos. It's going to be too much to try to do it in one video. Yes, it'll be in Skinny Classic too. All right. Now, I'm not a big fan of Skinny Classic, any Skinny, mini, Skinny Classic, all that stuff, because I feel like with the home management binder, it needs to be larger. So I think this works best in an A5 or classic size or big size for your home management planner. I mean, unless you're going to use it for your regular planner, daily planner, and you just don't like the size of those, then that's fine. But I don't know, I just feel like with your home management binder, because it's for your family too. So your family is supposed to be able to come and check in, see the calendar, see, because home management encompasses a lot of different things. It's going to have your cleaning. This is going to have your everything, your routines, everything all in one. So you want the family to stay on page with that. And so, you know, sometimes I just feel like the smaller sizes don't work for a system like this because it's not your personal planner, if that makes sense. It is, but it isn't. Okay. You have your tasks, to-dos, and routines. You've got your meal planning. So everything's going to be included in this section. You've got your cleaning. So clean house. You've got your budget and finance. You've got your home maintenance. Y'all, I'm so hyped. I'm literally so hyped. Y'all have no idea. Then you've got your auto maintenance. Okay. Okay. You see where I'm going? You picking up what I'm putting down? You've got the school and kids. Okay. You've got travel and entertainment. You've got health and wellness. There's 16 sections. Unless you choose to add on, I think that's good enough. You've got your garden and outdoor. You've got your pet care. And again, each one of these sections is going to have a ton of inserts within the section, okay? And you'll build it based on what you need. So you don't have to get everything. Of course, you know, when it comes to the table of contents in these pages, it just comes in a bundle. But in terms of what's going to fill inside of each section, you'll be able to get it all as you need it. This is emergency information, and then this is personal goals. So those are all of your sections, okay? Again, I don't think you should need any more than that. This is our regular standard paper. Still great quality. If it wasn't for my love of vellum right now, then I would definitely go with that. Because look at the vellum. You cannot tell me that this vellum is not freaking gorgeous, okay? So I'm going to put these in order of what it says on the table of contents. Because that's just what my order is going to be. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And I decided to go with polka dots even though I'm in my blank phase. You know what I mean? Polka dot for life, like you said, Robin. But at the same time, sometimes I just be wanting simple, no polka dot. You know what I mean? So this is the vellum. So I'm going to use the vellum in this particular case. All right. So I want to make sure that I get it in the same exact order because I like the order. I feel like the order of it flows. But again, you put it in whatever order you want to put it in, okay? Now, there's a couple of different things to consider when it comes to the divider sections. You can pop in the vellum just like it is and just call it a day, or you can be extra. And I'm going to tell you how you can be extra, okay? It comes with instructions. Okay, so you can do a couple of different things. And all of this is in the collection right now as we speak, okay? Everything that I'm showing you in this video today. All right, so you can grab these tabs. I love these tabs. They're my favorite. They come in a set of however many you order. You'll see the listing. They're very chic, very simple. They have the tape here, so you pull the tape off. You put it on the page, and then you fold it over. And then they also come with the corresponding cardboard sheets. So what I like to do, because there's more, of course, and I'll show you, you just fold that and pull that off. And there is that, okay? So when you fold this over, because you want to put it on first and then fold it over, just so you can make sure you get it right. I mean, I suppose you could fold it first, but it'd be like that. And then, of course, this would slide in. So this is one option. Okay, and then you put right on there whatever the section is, or you can do one of these numbers, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use these in addition to the vellum. So this is going to go right on top of the vellum. And so what you want to do when it comes to this, because you want to make sure you get your spacing right, okay? So you kind of want to just eyeball it first and don't go all in with putting it on because you want to make sure you get the spacing right. You see what I mean? So lay one out. Of course, the first and last, this should be at the top, and then the last one should be at the bottom. But the ones in between are the trickiest. So we'll fold over just like that. So it would look like this. I'm not going to do it on camera. Because I feel like I'm nervous, and I want to make sure I get it right. So that's how it would be. Look at how pretty that is. Like, look at how simple that is and how minimal that is, right? So this is one option. And again, you'd put your little card inside, just like this. You'd write the subject on there. Or, again, which is what I was getting to, the collection comes with these. Okay, these are specifically corresponding with the different subjects, like what's on the table of contents. These are the same exact subjects, okay? So that way you can take these, peel a sticker off. It's transparent. You can have it in different options, either glossy, matte or transparent, which is what this is, which is what I recommend. The transparent looks like this. If you can see my subjects, it's best to have the transparent, okay? Because it's going to blend in the best. Okay, so that's what these are. So you could either you could do one of a few things. You could take the sticker off and put it on here, okay? So you put it on here and then you fold it over and it would be on here attached on the inside, or you could put it on the outside, or you could take the sticker and you could put it on this, the little card here. You put the sticker on there and then slide it in, which is what I recommend. So that way, if anything changes, you need to slide this out. You're no longer using that section. You could literally just slide the paper out. It already has the label on it. Slide the new one in. That makes sense? Okay, so that's one option, is this, okay? Right on the vellum or cardstock or paper. Or you can do this. Now, I'm gonna do the first option that I just told you about. We have dashboards. So these are our clear dashboard dividers, okay? Which means you wouldn't need these, of course, because it already has a tab on it. So all you would do is just literally take your sticker or Sharpie, if you prefer, but let's be official. And you would just take the sticker and you put it right on here, okay? So these are our clear dashboards. So it would look like this. You would have a dashboard divider in here. Okay, and then you'd have your section. And my first section is the essentials. So it'd be like this. With your sticker on the top. And then there's a tab right here. You'd have your sticker on. Okay, so that way it protects this vellum or paper, depending on, again, whatever the option is that you choose. And you can still see it. Okay, we want to see it. It's a great option. Okay, again, I don't think I'm going to do this option, although I like it now that I look at it. I was just wanting to be extra and put the tab on the page. And I also want my planner to be as less bulky as possible. And I feel like the more stuff you add, the more layers you add is going to make it bulky. And I just felt like this was the most simplest thing to do, is just add the tab right on the page. But now I don't know. Now I don't know. And just take note that these come with 6. So I think that was another thing I was thinking, is that these only come with 6. So you would need, what, 3 sets? Yeah. But again, listen, you do you, because that's a great option and you can use these for anything. So even if you do away with this at some point, these never go out of style. So I don't know now. I'm kind of rethinking my whole life. So these are the clear dashboards. And then, like, y'all let me know which ones y'all think, clear, frosted, or the option to add the tabs right on the page. What are you thinking in terms of what you would prefer? So this is frosted. This is clear. Even if you put the frosted dashboard dividers in, I love the clear because you can really, really see it, but the frosted looks just as good as the clear. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm so freaking obsessed already. Look at that. So either or. Either or. I don't know what I want to do yet. I think I'm going to do the clear. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a clear. I'm just going to do a clear. Okay? So that would be that. And so there are a couple of other things that I want to talk you through. Okay, so we talked about dividers. We talked about pretty much everything except for like a couple of accessories. I'm going to pop these in because I'm pretty sure I'm going to use clear. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop those in. Again, we building like a mad woman. So, you know, just be patient with me in terms of getting all these various inserts out, because if I named all the inserts out to you guys that I'm going to be creating for all these different sections, y'all will be like, wowzers. Wowzers. And again, you just get what you need. You don't have to get everything. You know what I mean? So I'm going to put these in real quick. I want to put them in order while I'm kind of building this with you guys on camera, but I don't want it to take forever. So family's next, and then calendar. I love the clear dashboards. I really do. I don't know, sometimes I think I prefer them over the frosted. But the frosted is very chic and sophisticated. Yeah, clear. I'm with you, Tammy. Clear. I don't know. It's just something about the clear, right? Okay, so there's the calendar section, then tasks and to-dos, and then meal planning. I just love the design of it, y'all. Sometimes I just feel like I hit the nail on the head when it comes to the design element. And again, it's, you know, very clean and minimal. And that's my style. I just said tasks and to-do list, right? Am I going crazy? 16 sections is crazy. It literally is insane. But you're going to use every single one of them. And again, if you do this exactly how I'm going to show you how to build it, this can be your main planner. And I'm going to have to go downstairs and get some more dashboard dividers since we know we're doing clear now. Okay, tasks. So then, oh, and then meal planning. Oh, meal planning. Meal planning, and then cleaning, and then budget. And I put them in a specific order, just thinking that that would be the natural, that would be the natural order of things. I don't have an extra tab. You know, kind of how you do things. Like I didn't put, like I put like travel and entertainment, gardening and outdoor, emergency information. That stuff's towards the back. And then all the other more practical, real life, everyday stuff is more towards the front. Okay, so clean house, and then budget and finance. And then, and when they print and when they get to you, they'll be in the right order. I just shuffled them up some kind of way. I don't know, y'all. I mean, they should be in that order. Don't quote me, because y'all be quoting me. And sometimes stuff happens. And then y'all be like, I thought you said, I'm sorry, okay? So budget and finance, home and room. Okay, home, auto. What y'all think so far? Talk to me. Talk to me. That's why I'm here. How y'all feel about it? I want to know from you, is there something you want to see? Is there something you don't want me to forget based on your needs? Then travel, then health, then gardening, then pet care, then emergency, and then personal. All right, so it's all in order. So now I could just drop it in here until I can go get some more dashboard dividers. Okay, I already put my table of contents in here. Okay, so, y'all, I haven't been this excited in a long time. Okay, you're gonna want to grab one of these. Again, all of this stuff is in the collection, so that way you don't have to go searching for it, because you're gonna want to be able to easily get to whatever section you're in, especially, you know, your calendar section. Now, when it comes to your calendar section, what I'll most likely have you do, I'm not sure if I'm gonna create a brand new layout specifically for home management. I feel like we have so many different layouts that all you're literally going to do is choose the layout you want and then pop it into your calendar section. Easy peasy, okay? I feel like there's no reason to overcomplicate it. All right, so you just literally take whatever the layout is that you're currently using, or if you want to try a new layout, and you're going to pop it right on in the calendar section. Okay, and then that's where this comes into play, because, and we don't have this in every size, we only have it in mini, half letter, and classic size. See, pop that right on in. Aren't you liking how this is looking so far? I'm loving how this is looking, y'all. I mean, the cover is everything. It's everything, okay? Okay, so we got that popped in. Also have other options. This does come in every single size. I mean, it's going to be the same size. It's just going to be whether it's hole punch or disc punch. But these are a great option too, and you can even use them in addition. Look at that. 2 different styles. Okay, very on brand for the actual cover, and it's gonna flow and it looks good together. And it says, home is where my habits have a habitat. Hello, okay? We love that. And the font is completely different in terms of this bold font than anything we've ever used. It's the same font throughout everything. So everything's gonna be cohesive. And then this bottom font is the same font we use on all of our inserts, okay? So that's how that looks. And so let me pop it in just so you will see it. This could be a decor element. You could take some of these. See how I do this on my regular planner. And you could pop them on this or pop it on this, which again, you have that in there as well. And that'll just give it just a little bit of depth Because again, if this is going to be your main planner, you're going to want to dress it up and make it look good. So this will go popped in just like this. Bam. You cannot tell me that that is not the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen. I mean, you could try to tell me, but I ain't gonna listen because I already know. Okay, so you have two different options for that. Okay, so this one and the one that I just showed you, and I think I'm gonna stick with that one. It's so pretty. Okay, all right, so lastly, of course, you're gonna want some sort of folders, maybe multiple folders, maybe a folder within each section, or a pouch within each section, or a pouch at the end, especially in your budgeting section, because you're going to want to add your receipts in here, maybe bills and things like that. That's why I think the larger size works better. Skinny Classic could work. I don't recommend it. I don't know. I just think this is the perfect size. And then sometimes I think with Skinny Classic, we have to shrink things so far in that sometimes it doesn't look the way that I like for it to look. You know, we do the best we can with the formatting of things, but it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. So I almost low key only want to offer this in classic and big, low key or high key. But we're going to offer it in all the sizes because we understand that you want to do you. Okay. So this is a zipper folder. So cool, right? You can use this for anything. Okay, you could put recipes in here. You could put one of these in your meal planning section, put your recipes in here. You could put bills in here. You could put receipts in here, whatever you want. Sky's the limit. I'm almost thinking to put one of these in each section, but I know specifically that I want to put this in the financial section. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this in real quick in that section. And I need to go ahead and put my labels on because I'm kind of fumbling through trying to figure out. Oh, and I don't even have a divider for that one yet. So, but that is where that one's going to go. And you also can pop in, y'all, I just think this is just so amazing. Like, I don't know if y'all feel me, but this is just so long overdue. You know what I mean? Like, I've wanted to do this forever. Like, this is kind of what I wanted to start with, but I just never had the time to do it because it's a lot. And you'll see throughout the series, as I start adding things and things start to come to fruition, you'll be like, oh my gosh. That's why I'm glad you're here, because you're starting at the beginning of the process. So you'll be able to kind of go through it with me. You know what I mean? And it'll be less overwhelming. Now I'm thinking in terms of the folder. We love a good folder. This is classic size. And I think this is going to be the perfect size for the home management system, which, by the way, is called the Home Book. Oh my gosh, y'all. I cannot wait until this is done. But look at the cover. This is our hardcover. I talked the people through that already. Look at how gorgeous that is. It has the bookends in gold. I think I'm going to add the ability for you to choose gold, rose gold, silver, or bronze. But look at how beautiful. Look at the cover. That's the front cover, inside of the cover, and then the back of the cover. I mean, this thing is going to last you forever. You want it to be durable. That's why I would go with the hardcover. And again, everything is buildable. So it's not a complete package. Maybe in the future we'll have some sort of package, but I don't know what insert y'all want. They're literally going to be maybe 60, it's going to be maybe 50 to 60 different types of inserts that can go in the various sections. So that would be a lot for me to offer as a package, especially if you don't need all those inserts. So that's why I said, that's why I said that I'm going to allow you to just build this on your own. Let's say you don't want to have, you know, one of these sections. So then you would use the table of contents that has nothing on it, and you would write in all of your sections, and then you would pull out from the dividers which ones you want and which ones you don't want, and then you'd build it that way. Maybe you don't need all of that. Maybe you need more, you know what I mean? And so the inserts are going to just be based on what you need. And even within the various sections, let's say in the budgeting section, you don't need a specific type of budgeting insert. You just want to get that insert. You know what I mean? Versus me sending you a bundle and then there's inserts that you can't use because it's just not your vibe, you know? So this is going to be completely customizable. So you'll come, you'll order your cover, okay? Whatever cover you want. I think I have 10 different options, all in a similar style. That's the one that I chose. Eventually we'll add some different colorful ones and different, you know, different covers eventually. Sometime in the future, you'll have the option for hardcover or laminated cover. This is a hardcover. Okay, this thing is going to last forever, a long time. And I just think it's more sustainable and it's better for this type of planner. This is for your home. This is going to sit on your counter. This is going to sit on a shelf somewhere where your family can access it and everybody can be on the same page with what's going on for your whole entire household, your kids, everything all in one. That's why I love a good home management planner. So for some of you, this may replace your regular planner because you're going to have your calendar in here. You're going to have your meal plans in here. You're going to have everything in here. This is most likely not going to be your personal planner. This is going to be for your home. Look at that, y'all. I cannot get over it. I just think it's just so freaking pretty. So I'm going to have two different planners. I'm going to have my regular planner, which, by the way, a flip through coming on the channel soon because a lot has changed with this planner. And I feel like I haven't seen you guys in so long. I need to give you an update on what's happening with me and my planner. And so we'll do that. But this is a hardcover as well. I love our I have a love-hate relationship with our hardcovers. I love them because they're so freaking pretty and so practical. And literally, I've had this on my planner forever. And I don't even need a leather cover because of how we protect them. And I have a hate relationship with them because we make them all by hand, which means that it's a process and it takes forever. And if I mess up, I have to chuck the whole thing and start over again. And it's tedious. It's tedious. But I love them more than I hate them, of course. I mean, when I say hate, I use that term very loosely. I just think overall, they're just so pretty. Look at how thick that is. Okay, so again, we're just building. We're loving the vibes. We're loving how everything is looking so far. If you just joined us, we are building a home management planner system. It's called the Home Book. It's available now, but every week we're going to be building a different section. Right now we're focusing on the basics. At the end of this video, I'll do a quick flip through. And then on the next video, we're going to go into the first section, which is the family information section. There'll be a set of inserts. They'll be released already throughout the week already. I probably would have posted it on social media. And then on that video, then we'll talk about it. And we'll do the same thing that we're doing now, and I'll build it, you know. And I'm thinking about Friday doing a live every single Friday, just sharing new products, not building this planner. The video for this will be on a Tuesday, and it'll be just a regular video, unless I decide to go live. Okay, so we added all of the various parts for the basics, because that's what we're covering in this particular video, okay? We talked about the folder. We already added the pouch, and we added that in the budgeting section for our receipts and things like that. I'm thinking about adding another one in the meal planning section for recipes. We'll see how I feel. And also, any other inserts we already have in the shop, you can add to these various sections too. That's the beauty of our shop. I feel like you could just grab what you need and just put it wherever, you know what I mean? And I know I love these folders too. You know the cool thing about these folders? That they're double-sided. Isn't that the coolest thing? So you can add something on this side, you can add something on this side. So it's double duty. Okay, so we're gonna pop this in the school section because I feel like I might have some loose papers to sign, or, you know, and again, since this is for the family, your family should be trained to come to this binder, put any important papers in here. Like Addison, I'm gonna train her and tell her, something you want me to see, put it in the school section. Then I'll come in here and then I'll check and then I'll sign whatever and then I'll, you know, there's a flow. This is supposed to be like the flow of things. I missed whatever that comment was that somebody said, y'all, and I don't know how to go back to it. How do I make the comments stay on my radar? Oh my gosh. You asked me a question too. See, that's why I need help. I told Addison eventually I'm gonna need her to help me with these lives. Let's see, I don't know how to do the chat. Oh, there we go. Okay, I hope I didn't miss any of y'all questions. If I did, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so folder, pop in the school section, and then we're pretty much done with the basics. Remember, this is just talking about the basics. I have to go back down to the basement and grab some more clear dividers, which is what we decided to go with. I could have done the frosted, which would have looked just as good. Frosted, okay? Or, remember, once again, you could just grab some of these and you can literally just put them on the page. The page is offered in vellum, which is what this is. Vellum is just so gorgeous. It's not double-sided print. Or in our regular paper, which is double-sided print with a note page on the back, or cardstock. And you'll see 3 different listings for that because there was too many variations. I couldn't put it all in one. Okay, so you could either do this option with Remember these that come with them. And then our labels, which correspond with all of the divider sections. You could put it right on here on the paper, slide it in, or and then attach it right to the vellum or the cardstock or the paper, or you could use the dividers with this. Okay? All right, so let's pop this in the school section because I feel like this is going to be a great place for that. Okay. And she built, not fully. Remember, she going to be thick. Right now, and we're going to look back on this and be like, remember when it was so thin, only had one section in it, and then it's going to be super duper chunky, busting at the seams. Okay, so that's why it's so important for you to be able to choose the right inserts that are going to go and work best for this binder for you. You don't have to get all the things, okay? Just really be strategic in what is going to work for you. This is the divider of the page marker. It comes in 2 different varieties. That one and this one. And again, over time, we'll be adding new designs. This is going to be our main focus in the shop. Of course, we have over 2,000-3,000 items in our shop. We got a ton of stuff. It's crazy. But you're going to see this a lot. You're going to see this a lot because it's a system. So, you know, I think that this is going to be, you know, what speaks the loudest to people. And I feel like this is going to be the most valuable thing, to be able to just have one all-in-one system where everybody can stay on the same page within your family. Look at that. Again, we've got multiple different varieties of covers. So if this does not speak to you, I get it. Just check us out, okay? Because we got a bunch of different other covers that should speak to you. And we also offer custom covers, if you didn't know. So you can go into our custom cover, upload your design, and then you can still order in hardcover or laminated cover. And there's that too. So if nothing speaks to you from what we already have, we got something for you, okay? So this is the beginning stages. I cannot wait to go through this whole entire journey with you guys and build this whole thing out and then really start to use it, you know? And so I'm going to try to go as fast as I can in terms of getting all the inserts. So that way when you guys order, you don't order and then I come out with 5-10 new inserts and then y'all are like, man, I just placed an order and then I gotta pay shipping again. You can always reach out to me too if it hasn't shipped yet, and I can combine the orders, you know, as I'm creating new things and you see your order hasn't shipped, then I'll just combine them so you don't have to pay shipping twice. So there's an option there as well. But I'm gonna be rocking and rolling with creating these inserts, and I'm so excited about this. I hope you guys are as well. I think this is gonna be so perfect for you in your life to be able to just stay on task and have the family in the loop with everything that the family has going on. So I'll do a quick flip through for you guys so you can see what I have set up. Remember all these additional things that I didn't add, like this. The page tabs here, didn't add those because I had the dividers, and then I'll eventually go back in and I'll add my labels to my divider. All right, so these are, again, the paper, regular paper, same paper Fancy Plus Co uses for the inserts as an option. Vellum, which is what you're going to see when I do the flip through, and then cardstock. I don't have that shown here. I have to order some of our cardstock, so I wasn't able to show you that, but it's going to be a thick cardstock as well. And remember, based on what you choose, if you choose the cardstock, it's just going to make your planner a little more bulky, especially if you layer it with the dividers. So just consider that. Eventually, over time, this is going to be really thick. It's going to be juicy. It's going to have lots of stuff in it, so you don't want to go overboard. And if you have expander discs, eventually you're going to want to transition into them. We have 1.50, 1.25 discs. These are 1.50. Eventually, I'm going to need something expander because it's just going to be a lot included in this planner. Okay, so I'll do a quick flip through. Again, the gorgeous cover, front and back, hardcover. Okay. And then we get to the inside. That's how the inside of the cover looks. I added one of our page markers here. You could add sticky notes to them. You can write little things on here and with a Sharpie. All right, and then we have our vellum table of contents. We have the one that is pre-filled in, and then we also have the one that doesn't have anything on it if you need to expand your sections, or if these sections don't work for you and you just want to use this and just write in whatever the sections are, or if you want to shuffle things around. You don't like the order in which I have these. You want something somewhere else. You to use this secondary page too. All right, I'm not used to doing a flip through like this. All right, then we get to our first divider. We use clear dividers as opposed to frosted dividers, but we do have these available as well. Frosted dividers would look so good. You can still see the section, okay? But we decided to do clear. For one, I just like the look of it, and then two, it's thinner than the frosted, so it's gonna add less bulk. And then I need to come in and put my label there so that way I can see what section this is. And then we get to our sections, our vellum, each one in each section. All right, if I flip to this section, you'll see that I added this other ruler page divider. So that's an option as well. This is one option, and then this is another one. This, I'll have several different designs in. This one just comes just like it is, okay? And this one comes, well, both of them you can get hole punched, disc punched. You wouldn't do a classic hole punch, but I punch them based on the order. Or no punch, I think. Okay, and then, you know, every section just repeats itself with the vellum. All right, and then in the budgeting section, I used a folder. So there's the budgeting section for receipts and such. So this is one of our snap-in folders. And that way I could just easily add receipts, things like that, because that's what goes in that particular section, budgeting. You just unzip it, add the things. We have these in mini, classic, and half letter, and A5. So if you order any other size, I mean, you know, some of the other sizes don't have these. Now, I probably could punch a mini for personal size if I wanted to. That might get complicated. So let's just say those are the sizes we have. Okay, and then inside of the school section, I went ahead and added a folder. I do need to go downstairs and grab some more dividers, so I don't have what I need there, because I initially thought I was going to add one of the tabs to the dividers to each section. I thought that would be more practical, and again, we're trying to lessen as much as we possible the bulk of the planner. So I was going to do that and add it to each of the vellums, but I think I like the dividers more so. I don't know, for me. We'll see. Over time, this thing is going to change and evolve. So I just did the clear dividers. Okay, but I did add a folder. The folder is double-sided. So one side and then the other side. Both have a pocket. All right, so that has space for a lot of different things. And then the rest of the vellum dividers. All right? So I just need to go and add the clear dividers to separate each of the vellums. And then we are done with the basics. Okay, which is what I wanted to talk about in this video, which is kind of starting it out and the building process of it all. And then we're going to, each week on Tuesday, we're going to keep building. So next week will be all about the next section, which is, let's see, family information. Number 2, family information. Okay, so in that section, I'll have a bunch of different inserts. I'll choose whichever ones work the best for me, but that's basically going to be, you know, all of the information about your family. Okay, you're going to want to include that in that section. So this is going to be really cool, because if you've ever wanted to build a home management binder, but you weren't sure like what to include in the sections, the videos are going to kind of help you to see what you may need and what you don't need. And you could just grab what you need and forget the rest. And so this is the basic foundation of my home management planner. And I'm really excited to build this thing with you guys. So hopefully you'll build it with me. Those of you who are here from the beginning will be less overwhelmed, because you're seeing things from the beginning of the process, versus those who kind of join mid or at the end might be a little bit more lost. So kudos to you for being here, okay? And so hopefully you guys love it. I love it so much, and I'm just so excited to finally be here. And because it's been just always something that I've wanted to do. I feel like my channel is at home with Keita, so it's only natural that I have a home management system. Now, I do have, of course, I released 2 home management boxes, and I have some various home planner inserts, but this will be one big system. And at the end of this video series, I shouldn't have to create another insert. Okay, but knowing me, I will. So that's it, you guys. The home book, it's a vibe. It's going to be a thing. Everything is available now that you just saw in this video. And then again, as things are released, you'll see them pop up on social media or here on next Tuesday's video. And I'll send an email out as well, so that way people will know to be expecting what to expect. All right, so if y'all have any questions, let me know. But I think this is going to be good for all of us. So I hope that you guys are ready for the journey. You're here for the journey, and that this could be something that you could see yourself using and becoming a valuable asset to your family and your household, to keep everybody in the loop on what's going on. So nobody says, what we got to do today? Go look in the home book. Oh, don't you love that? Go look in the home book. Y'all, I'm crazy. I'm in a good mood. And so anyways, let me know if you guys have any questions, and I will see you guys next Tuesday for part 2, which is again is going to be all about family planning and setting up that section. I hope to have all the inserts done for that section and more, because again, I'm just going to be creating, and whatever I can get done, I can get done. And then we'll go through that as it gets done. Okay? All right, y'all. Tell y'all friends about it. I hope y'all are as hype as I am, and I'll see y'all next week. Okay? All right, y'all. Have a great weekend. Go do all the things, and I'll see y'all then. All right.